Established in 1850, Edinboro has a rich history of education and learning experiences. What many people haven't learned is the paranormal history of the campus. One of the oldest buildings on campus is Reader Hall. It became a part of Edinboro in 1908, making it one of Edinboro's most historical sites. It began as a male dormitory and in the late 60s transformed into the most popular residence hall to stay in, which is quite strange, since the wires and pipes in the basement hung from the ceilings, draping into the dorms below. In 1971, Reader Hall was condemned, and plans were made to demolish the building. Funds for the project never became available, leaving the empty structure's doors wide open for spirits to wander in and stay forever. The sight of Reader Hall at night is enough to make you tremble as you creep past its massive presence. Now put yourself in one student's shoes, a student who was chased by unrecognizable figures draped in all black robes. Satan worshippers have been rumored to occupy the building in the past, for on the wall of the third floor, the word Satan was written 3 times boldly, and a ceiling painting with a raven in the center of it. One student claims to have seen a candle floating from one window to the next, despite the fact that Reader Hall was unoccupied at the time. One of the most shocking legends depicts a student being thrown from a third-floor window and landing 500 feet from the building. Now let us climb from the 3rd floor of Reader Hall to the 5th floor of Lawrence Towers, room 517 to be exact. In the late 1970s, a female music major was struggling with her first time being away from home. Being a freshman, she missed her friends and family very much and was overwhelmed with the changes around her. Depression set in and life became unbearable. Suicide was the only answer that she found. She hung herself at a very young age, ending her life very early, but not her presence. It is said that you can hear a soft voice sadly singing some nights, and a strong presence can be felt while walking through the halls, and that's only the beginning.
If you go into a stall in the bathroom, it sounds like someone's turning on the water, but you never really see anyone when you come out. And if you're in the shower or in the stall, it sounds like the door creaks open, because it always squeaks when you open it, but no one ever comes in. Like, there's no footsteps, or you can't see anyone's feet under the stalls or anything like that.
It was really late at night, and I had gone up to go to the bathroom, and the bathroom was a little scary anyways, but I went in there, and I was going to the bathroom, and you know when you're sitting there and you see like a shadow past the stall? Well, I thought somebody else had been in there. You know, I was kind of tired. I didn't hear the door open, though, and I was kind of wondering what those people were doing, if they were just like standing out there or what. So I had, opened the door, and I had looked out, and all of the curtains of the showers were fluttering, like someone had just walked past. And I didn't see anybody. There was nobody else in the bathroom. Nobody had left. None of the doors open.
There's been times, in the middle of the night, when me and my roommate, or me by myself, have tried to get on the elevator and go to a different floor, and it would not move. For 5 to 10 minutes, you would just sit there on the 5th floor, and the door would just keep opening and closing, and it just doesn't go anywhere.
A couple weeks ago, she got out of the shower, and she was changing, facing the door, because that's just how we change when we come back. And she's like, you know what's kind of freaky in here? I'm like, what? And she's like, that cross that just is suddenly on our door. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I wasn't, I didn't see anything because it was, clear. So I looked at it, and it just looked like someone took a finger with, oil and just, made a cross, and it was, dripping.
It wouldn't come off either. We had to use nail polish remover, so I don't know, it's kind of weird that it wouldn't come off at all. We had some up here behind that blanket on our wall.
And they said the whole 5th floor was redone over the summer.
But if the building was renovated and repainted, how could these symbols still exist? They could be messages from beyond, or a blessing placed there by a student trying to help this soul move on. Whether you believe in the presence of those who have already passed on or not, you cannot deny the countless stories so similar to each other, stories that span decades.